So good morning, class.
Good morning, Madam Joyce.
How are you doing?
We are fine.
How was the night? It was nice.
Yes.
Okay, so yesterday we discussed something on forms of business unit. So today is what? So forms of business unit. Forms of business unit. So we discussed and introduced the topic. I told you what business unit is. Who can quickly remind us what a business unit is? Yes? Naomi?
It is an enterprise or an organization which includes production of food and service to satisfy human needs with the aim of making a profit.
Yes, clap for her. So a business unit is an organization or an enterprise that produces goods and services with an aim of making profit to satisfy human wants.
Yes.
Yes, so that is a business unit. We said you have the forms themselves, forms or the types of business unit. We have around 5. We discussed this one yesterday. 1, Mercy. Partnership. Good one. Another one, faith. Yes. Companies. And we are talking about the companies. We have public companies and private companies. Another one, Gloria.
Sole proprietorship.
Sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship. Another form of a business unit. Yes. Cooperatives. Cooperatives. And the next one. Yes. Parastatals. Parastatals. So clap for those who are presented. Good one. So these are the forms or the types of business units. We have partnership, we have companies, we have sole proprietorship, cooperatives, and parastatals. So for today's class, we are going to introduce sole proprietorship. So we begin with sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is one of the type of the form of business unit. Who has an idea of what a sole proprietorship is? Who has an idea of what sole proprietorship is? Yes, Mercy?
It is a business unit owned by one person.
So this is a business unit owned by one
person.
Yes. Sole proprietorship. It is a business unit owned by one person. So the main point here is that a sole proprietorship, this is a business unit owned by one person. So have this in mind, it is owned by one person. So first of all, what is the meaning of sole? This means one. And therefore, the business itself is being owned by one person. And when we are discussing about the forms or the types of business units, we are going first of all to see the definition of that form of business unit, the formation of that business unit, the management, dissolution, advantages and disadvantages. So first of all, as we are going to discuss on sole proprietorship, we've defined what a sole proprietorship is. And it is a business unit owned by one person. Here we come up with another term, sole proprietor. Since we've known the meaning of sole proprietorship, who then is a sole proprietor? Who then is a sole proprietor? Yes, students? A sole proprietor is a person who owns a
Business.
Who owns a person who owns a what?
A business.
So basically, sole proprietor is the owner of the
Business.
Which business is that? Sole proprietorship.
Yes.
So that is the definition. So we see the formation. How this sole proprietorship is being formed. So formation of sole proprietorship. So formation. So the formation of sole proprietorship is just simple. Because we've known that sole proprietorship is the business unit owned by one person. That means how it is formed by one person. You can't involve any other person. So decision making might be simple. Few legal formalities are required. And when we talk about legal formalities, this is asking for permission from the authority. Legal formalities. For example, if you want to begin a business today, you can't just begin a business without asking for permission from the government or from the authorities. Yes. So few legal formalities. So legal formalities is getting assistance, getting permission from the authority.
Yes.
So formation of business unit, which is sole proprietorship, it is formed by one person, and few legal formalities are required because only one person is involved in the business.
Yes.
So that is the formation. We see what else? We done with the definition with the formation. Let's see the management, how it is managed. So management. Now, having known the formation, how this business unit is formed, we see the management. How is it managed? It is just simple. It is managed by one person. It is managed by one person. But again, you can get assistance from family or from your friends.
Yes.
So management of a sole proprietorship, it is managed by one
person.
Managed by one person. Again, you can get assistance from who?
From
Family members, and friends. So that is it about the management of a sole proprietorship business. It is just simple. That is how it is formed. So we go to the next step. What is it? Dissolution. Dissolution of a sole proprietorship. So anytime you come across something sole proprietorship, remember when it comes to definition, it is owned by one person. Comes to formation, formed by one person. Comes to management, or it is managed by one person. So dissolution, this is just bringing down the business. Bringing down the business. Or collapse of the business. Collapse of the business. For example, today you made a decision that you want to begin a business of selling bread to the students. Over sometimes, because of one or two reasons, you decide, no, I'm going to close down this business. So let's see the reasons why a sole proprietorship can be closed down or can be brought down. So these are the reasons for dissolution. And dissolution means bringing down or collapse of the business. So the reasons for dissolution. Take 1 minute. Think about it. Why can somebody decide to close a business? What are the reasons that can cause a sole proprietor or a business person to close down a business? 1 minute. Reasons for dissolving a business. For example, at your home, you've seen somebody who has ever opened a business. Over some time, he or she closes the business. What could be the reasons why this person closes his business? Yes, students? Court orders. If the court orders the business to be closed down, do you have anything to say about the court order? If the court says you have to close the business, so you have to close it.
Yes.
Any other? We still have other reasons for dissolution. Yes? If the owner decides to close the business. If the owner decides to close the business. So even the business owner of a certain business, I say today, I'm going to close down this business. See, that will be one reason of closing. It is my own decision of a sole proprietor. Another reason for dissolution of a business. Yes? where the business has achieved its purpose. Where the business has achieved its purpose. For example, for example, a sole proprietor wanted to start a business, get some profit, and buy a piece of land. Sawa? A person wants to start a business with the aim of making profit. After getting that profit, you want to use it to buy a piece of land. So you made a lot of profit, you bought the land. Is there any need for you to continue the business? See, your aim was to make profit, then buy a piece of land.
Yes.
Now you have the profit and you bought the land. So the business will be dissolved.
Yes.
So that is why you are saying where the business has achieved its purpose. So give me another last reason for dissolution of a business, then we go for the rest. The last reason, the last for today, but you go look for the rest. Yes? In case of death of the owner. So we are saying in case of death. In case of death. Insanity. And bankruptcy. Bankruptcy of the owner. So in case of death, when a person who owns now, because this type of business is owned by one person. If this person dies, if this person gets mad, if this person doesn't have any money in his or her account, that business will probably be closed down. So those are the reasons for dissolving a business unit, which is sole proprietorship. So we go to the next one. Are we together?
Yes.
Are you understanding these things?
Yes.
So we go to advantages of sole proprietorship. Advantages of sole proprietorship. Since we've known the definition of sole proprietorship, we've known how it is formed, how it is managed, and the reasons why it can be dissolved in one way or the other. What then are the advantages of sole proprietorship? What are the advantages of sole proprietorship? Hello, what are the advantages of sole proprietorship? Ida? Very good. Easy to form. It is easy to form. Is this statement complete?
No.
It is easy to form because few legal formalities are required. So when I ask you a question on advantages of sole proprietorship, if you just mention easy to form, I'll give you a question mark. How about it? So you tell me it is easy to form because few legal formalities are required. And I have said legal formalities means that you ask for permission from who? From the authority. Sawa? Yes. Another advantage of sole proprietorship. Take your time. Advantages of sole proprietorship. Yes?
Decision making because one person will be judged.
Good. Quick decision making because one person is involved. That is very simple. Any other advantage of sole proprietorship? Yes?
The sole trader is able to keep the business secret.
The sole proprietor is able to keep the business secret. Sole proprietor is able to keep the business what? Secret. Because you are the owner of your business, you have some secrets. Serious. Now, because you are the only person in that business, will you be able to tell somebody else about your business? Are you able to tell somebody else because of your business what the business is doing, how it is going about? So the business secrets are being kept. So these are the advantages. I've just given you 3 disadvantages of sole proprietorship. The rest, you look for it. I'm going to check it on our next class. So let's quickly go through the disadvantages of sole proprietorship. So take your time. to think about it. This is very simple. This is very simple. Take your time and think about it. And you say when you are talking about sole proprietorship, you remember one thing? Soul. And soul means one. So everything under that business unit, it includes one person. So these advantages. So these advantages of sole proprietorship. Are you able to give me around? Are you able to give me one? Yes, Ida. Yes, poor decision making. Poor decision making. Because one person is involved. Now, when we are discussing about the advantages of sole proprietorship, we say quick decision making. Quick decision making because you are involving only one person. And the vice versa of this one, which happens to be a disadvantage, is poor decision making. And why is it poor? Because it is involving one person. And now because you are the only person, you can't borrow ideas from your friends. Yes. So that your decision may be poor. Maybe you wanted to start a business of selling groceries. Yes. Now maybe you decide you go to a place you want to start selling tomatoes. But in that place there are a lot of these traders who are selling tomatoes. So your business will be low. If you had a friend, your friend could have advised you to look for something else which is not being sold in that area. Yes. So your decision will be poor because you can't involve other people. You can't borrow ideas from the other people. Yes, that is it. Another disadvantage of sole proprietorship, yes? Expansion may be limited because of what? Scarcity of capital. And we say capital is that money a person uses it to start and run a business. So in this business, sole proprietorship, since it is owned by one person, the source of capital may be scarce. May be little. So expanding that business becomes a challenge. Another one, the last one for today. Yes, Naomi?
Exhaustion because the owner is the one that is taking all the activities of the business.
Exhaustion because
the owner is the one who is undertaking all the activities of the business.
The owner is the one undertaking all activities of the business. What do you understand when we say exhaustion? Yes, exhaustion. Feeling tired. Sawa. Kuchoka. So because you are the only person handling all the activities in the business, you can be easily exhausted and you can easily get tired. So these are the disadvantages. One thing on the sole proprietorship, we still have sources of capital. Quickly sources of capital. And remember, I've said, and I'm going to emphasize on this. Anytime you come across sole proprietorship, you remember it is one. So sources of capital. Let's see, where does this sole proprietor get money to start and run this business? Yes, Christine? Personal savings. Personal savings. This is the money you take and you save it for yourself. Yes, Mary Kamau?
Leasing and renting.
Leasing and renting. Yes? Inheritance. Another one? Blessings? Higher purchase. So this is just for today. You go look for the rest of the sources of capital. Personal savings. This is the money you save it for yourself. Yes. Leasing and renting, I say that leasing and renting is where you sell. Maybe you want to start a business of selling, or you want to start a boutique to sell clothes. You don't have the money to start that business. And you have a cow. You sell that cow, get the money, and use the money to start a business, which is a boutique. So that is easy. Inheritance is the money you get from your parents in case of death. Those people will leave you with their property. So you inherit the properties from the parents. Are we together? Yes. to give us an explanation on hire purchase about the source of capital. Hire purchase. Hire purchase. Have you ever heard of it?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of hire purchase?
Yes.
What is it? Yes, Naomi? Very good. So when we are talking about hire purchase, this is basically on loans. So you want to start a business and you don't have money. You go to the bank, you ask the bank to give you some money. Sawa. And you are telling these people, I'll give you deposit, and then the rest of the money I'll be paying it in terms of monthly. Give out the deposit. Sawa. Hire purchase, you give out the deposit, and then the rest of the amount you give it in form of monthly installment. So that is it about sole proprietorship. Do you have any question on sole proprietorship? Any question on sole proprietorship, definition, formation, management, dissolution, source of capital, advantages and disadvantages? Yes? Yes, they have to go seek for permission from the authority. They are given license. Sawa. In case those people from the government or from the county comes, you give out your license. And this license gives you permission to sell. Sawa. So anybody undertaking a business should have a license. Sawa. That's a good question. Any other? Yes?
What if we are told to state the features of the sole proprietorship?
Yes?
Features of the sole proprietorship.
Features of a sole proprietorship. That's a good question. When you are told to give out the features of sole proprietorship, where will you get these features? From the advantages, disadvantages, from the formation. So now, because you are getting these features from what we discussed, now give me one of the features. Yes? Sorry? It is owned by one person. Owned by one person. So here we are talking about ownership. Sawa? Yes, owned by one person. So this is the ownership. Any other feature? Few legal formalities. So these few legal formalities, it can either be one of the formation, how it is formed. You just require a few legal formalities. And the legal formalities, they say you are asking for authority from who? From the government. You are getting permission from the authority, which happens to be the government. So that is it. So that is it on sole proprietorship. Sawa. So now, have you understood?
Yes.
Are we together to this point?
Yes.
Is there anywhere we haven't understood? Tuko pamoja?
Yes.
Sawa. So you close those books and give you some more. So you said you've understood? Yes. Close those books. Quickly. Let's review the lesson. So we discussed about sole proprietorship. So sole proprietorship, what is it? Yes? A business owned by one person, a clerk. Good. Who is a sole proprietor? Yes? A person who owns a business, a clerk. Good. Yes, how is it formed? Formation of a business unit, which is sole proprietorship. Christine? Formed by one person, few legal formalities are required. A clerk? How is it managed? How is sole proprietorship managed? It is managed by who? One person. And you can get assistance from family members of who?
Friends.
A clerk? Yes. Why is it dissolved? What are the reasons for dissolving sole proprietorship? Yes? Quickly? If the owner decides to dissolve the business, personal decision. A clerk? Another one?
In case of death, insanity, and
In case of death, insanity, or bankruptcy of the owner. A clap. Any other reason for dissolving a business unit which is sole proprietorship? Yes, Naomi?
if the owner decides to dissolve the business.
Personal decision if the owner decides to dissolve the business. A clap. What are the sources of capital for sole proprietorship, Gloria? Banks and other financial institutions. Inheritance. Trade credit. Personal property. A clap for all who have said good. Advantages of sole proprietorship. Advantages of sole proprietorship. Yes. It's owned by one person. Quick decision making because it is involving one person.
The owner enjoys the profits alone.
The owner enjoys the profits alone. Easy to form because it requires few legal formalities. For all of them. Disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Poor decision making. Poor decision making because it is owned by one person and you cannot borrow ideas from your friends. Another disadvantage. Expansion is limited by scarcity of capital. And the last one? Yes? The owner bears the risks alone. So that is it. Anything else on sole proprietorship? Anything else on sole proprietorship? You said when you are talking about the features of sole proprietorship, you pick the features from the ownership, formation, management, and the rest. So what are the features of sole proprietorship?
Owned by one person.
Owned by one person.
It requires few legal formalities.
Requires few legal formalities. Easy to form. It is very flexible. So that is it about sole proprietorship. So you've understood the subtopic sole proprietorship as one of the forms of business unit. So in our next class, we are going to discuss partnership. In our next class, we are going to discuss partnership. That's it for today. You have a nice day. See you in our next class.
Same to you.